Hello there, and welcome to another episode of Club Steam. Joining me today for level 8, Mr. Aaron Rivera. Welcome, Aaron.
Hey, I almost didn't make it.
I know,
It
your
was, it
computer
was
blew
close.
off, man.
Well, I've had some problems in the past
Okay.
with iCloud. Okay, you know all those
Yeah,
issues I
yeah,
was
sure.
having.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
And
you got like a weird, corrupted thing.
yeah, so I had to
Did
make
I-
some new names in the past.
Yeah. Did iCloud blow up your gaming PC?
Well,
It's like Apple's
same,
like, oh, you should get an iPad, Aaron. You shouldn't be gaming on this thing.
had the same problems that I had
Yeah.
with like the last time. I don't know what's going on, so I decided, okay, I'm gonna give it one more try. Like I'm gonna do all the troubleshooting that's on their site, troubleshooting I did last time, see if I can get this thing to work. And it's not working. Again, after like a reboot,
You said you
and
couldn't even turn on your computer, basically.
yeah, I couldn't because once I did like the reboot, it's a Hackintosh, okay? So you have to do certain things to make it
You're
work.
hacking it, I see.
And I could not figure it. All right, so
your
first off,
Windows partition does work.
yeah, that works fine.
Oh, okay.
But my Mac side, it was like basically you have to download something. We can go ahead and talk
From the
about that a
BIOS
little
or
bit.
something, right?
So what you have to do is there's a couple different like sites that will kind of walk you through this. The site that I use is called Tony Mac. So you can go to Tony Mac, and what you do is first thing you do is you have to go to the App Store and download a version of like Mac OS 10.9. And so that's free, so you just download it. And then you download what's called a Unibeast. And then with Unibeast, you,
A Unibeast.
yeah, it
Wow.
creates like a,
It's almost like the goblin, what is it? The mega goblin? The hyper goblin? What do they call it?
Hyper Goblin.
The hyper goblin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you install like Unibeast, and it creates a USB drive that you can install from. So then you reboot into this like USB drive, and you go through the regular Mac like installation, and it kind of looks like the recovery partition when you do that. If you've ever booted into the recovery partition,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
and so you just install through there, and then you have to boot like one more time into the USB drive. But then it comes up with like your Mavericks hard drive that you just installed to, and then you select that one and you boot into it. But this time, when you boot into it, you have to do like a safe boot because you don't have all the correct stuff installed for your like hardware to like recognize
Sounds like a lot of
it.
stuff I don't want to ever do in my entire life.
It's not that hard. It's just time consuming, I guess.
Tedious.
Yeah.
I don't want to do tedious things like that.
So the problem that I was running into was after, or well, like once you reboot to like your Mac hard drive, you have to install things using what's called MultiBeast. And MultiBeast lets you select all the different drivers that you want to install. So you select those based on your hardware. I had all my drivers selected, installed the stuff, but then I got to
What prompted you to do this update?
because all of my keychain is not working. It's not syncing my keychain.
And you need your passwords, I take.
Yeah, well, I mean, I already know my passwords, and it's fine that it can be stored on the hard or like on like whichever like computer it is or whatever. But I want it to sync across. So if I sign in something on my phone, I
Yeah,
can go to my
makes
computer.
sense.
I know
Makes
it's there,
sense.
and it's just not working for some reason. So I was like, okay, well, the last resort is to do like a reboot on all my systems. So let's try that, or like a restore. I mean, so I did that, and then whenever I would boot, it was not loading past like the logo screen. It was just like Apple logo. That's it. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I was freaking out. Found out with the help of a friend that it was the HD 4000 graphics that's built into my like motherboard.
Naturally.
That it was trying to boot to that first instead of using my 760 video card. So then I had to go into the BIOS, turn it off so it wasn't trying to go to that. And now this thing boots so fast. It's like 5 second startup. I'm not even...
My MacBook Air beats that, I think.
Yeah, the MacBook Air is pretty quick because I have one of those, but this is
that.
like
It's that.
MacBook Air speed.
Okay. Evidently, Google Hangouts doesn't want me to show my lower third right now. It just kicked it off.
Yeah, I'm not even trying it.
Yeah. Like, I switched it on and off again and didn't do anything. So, anyways, is it back up and running or is it still?
Yeah, now it's back up and running. I just need to install some stuff. And I'm on my Mac Mini right now, and
cool beans.
It was having some problems, or no, you were having some problems.
I don't know. Yeah, the problem might have been me. Might have been Hangouts. I mean, Hangouts seems like it was having the problem actually. But anyways, yeah, Smash Brothers came out this weekend. We're gonna talk about that in Club Nintendo. I don't want to divert us that direction.
So
what do you want to talk about in the PC realm here?
Since we're on the topic of computer maintenance,
yeah,
we're gonna talk about how to clean your computer.
Okay.
So
like
because
and like
cleaning dust,
and
pet hair, that's a big thing. Yeah.
Okay.
So one of the things about choosing my case that I was pretty conscious of was that I didn't want to have a lot of dust in there, but I wanted to have a lot of ventilation. So it has pretty large areas for ventilation. So I have the front, the back, the left side.
Do people ever build a clear kind of display case that is ventilated for their PCs?
Yeah,
where
there's
you
a lot
like
of
a
them.
double layer of protection. You have the original case, then the outer case, kind of thing.
Yeah,
People
there's.
do that.
I mean, there's so many different cases out there. It's,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I have the top and the bottom. And the reason why I chose this case is because it has this kind of like a mesh kind of thing. So I was like, that'll protect a lot of stuff. It still give it some flow, but it'll stop like large hair from getting in stuff because I have 2 dogs and 2 cats.
Yeah.
And then the bottom, where the power supply brings in, like from the fan, it has this tray you can slide out, and that way you can just like rinse that off and then just dry it off and then slide it back in. So that part's easy to clean.
Do you get like a mini vacuum cleaner kind of thing for the rest of it, or?
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say for the rest of it. Never use a vacuum cleaner, because
Not even the little keyboard ones, those little tiny ones?
No, never.
Okay.
The reason for that is computer parts are very sensitive to static electricity.
Do you blow on it? What do you do?
Well, yeah, you want to use compressed air.
Oh,
So,
right,
yeah.
gotcha.
Because like a vacuum will create a lot of static, and you don't ever want to touch that to your computer parts.
That's a good
Is
point.
it will ruin them.
Okay.
They'll never work again.
That's
So,
Okay.
yeah. So use the compressed air. If you have anything else that requires some more in-depth cleaning, like if you haven't done it in a couple of years, the compressed air will take some of the major dust off, but you'll still see some type of residue. So you're going to want to use a very soft cloth, like a microfiber cloth. I have one like right here.
Okay.
You know, like a microfiber, and you may want to use a little bit of rubbing alcohol, but you want to be very careful with that. Just a little bit if you have something that's not coming off. You can put it onto the cloth, never onto the part that you're cleaning. So.
Now I heard when I lived in Hawaii, that I was told that computers there, like I knew somebody that worked at Apple Genius Bar kind of thing, and they're brought in, and because of the air is just all salty in Hawaii and other beach towns, that was a huge problem when computers were wearing down because of the salt getting in there.
Yeah, I've heard of a lot of different things.
That,
Yeah, I've heard of a lot of different things. Like depending on where you live, it's gonna be there. Like, so for example, my parents used to smoke, but they don't smoke anymore.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, so they don't smoke anymore. But when they first got their computer, they would smoke, and their computer had some smoke inside the screen, so it was like making these wavy lines, and it looked really bad.
Yeah.
And I
Just
don't know,
don't
like,
smoke is a lesson for that one. Don't be an idiot and smoke.
pet hair is a big deal too. So,
it's funny with laptops. Like cats will sleep on the keyboard.
Yeah. So like with my laptop, I'm super careful. I don't let
It's like,
anything.
why
near
did
it.
my computer break? Oh, your cat peed in it while it was enjoying a nap because it was so relaxed by the heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a friend that spilled some orange juice in his MacBook Pro, and
Good. That's it.
never worked again.
Yeah. I had some water spillage once on my laptop. Not so good. Had like shift keys broken, and yeah, it was out for commission for like 1 or 2 months while Apple was looking at it, and eventually they just gave me a new one for free. They were really nice
Yeah.
because it should have been non-covered at all, but they were good. Anyway.
Very cool.
So yeah, never use vacuum cleaners. and use Cadet Stare, and don't touch the actual, like, what do you call them, like graphics cards, CPUs.
Yeah, you don't really want to touch anything with the vacuum clean. I mean, you can touch like your parts. You want to be very careful. You want to make sure that you don't have any static built up in your own hand. Like I have a static wristband.
The wristband or gloves. You wear special gloves. Or
yeah, I use the static wristband, and it's got the little clip on it, and you just clip that onto like your computer case while you're touching stuff. But some people say like you may want to take apart your computer so that way you can have access to all the parts that you're trying to clean. I never do that.
It's really time consuming that way.
Yeah, I just kind of spray the dust. If you stay on top of it, and just do the spray every once in a while. Yeah, I'd say probably about once a month. Just kind of get that. Well, like at least for my house, because it's like an older house. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but it seems like there's quite a bit of dust here. Plus, I live here in Kansas, where it all.
Oh, they're all hicks out there. We talked yesterday.
So.
I'll be curious. Like my Xbox One is these huge ventilation shafts. I'll be curious in like 5-10 years. How dusty that is in there, and I don't think there's easy access.
Well, I feel like my Xbox collects dust. Like I have my Kinect sitting in front of me. Like, I mean, I just swiped it across.
They're black, so it's easy to see the dust, right?
Yeah, I think so. But it seemed like even when I first got the Xbox One, I think we talked about this back on the Club Nintendo podcast. Yeah. I feel like it just attracted dust to it. After like a week, it was covered.
Maybe because it's all the air pushing in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of airflow around there.
Yeah, I mean it's not a loud system, but you can definitely feel it's on.
Yeah,
and it's on all the time for me. So.
Yeah, that's about it though for computer cleaning. Take care of your computer. Treat it the way you would want to be treated.
Preciously.
Yeah.
Okay,
but yeah. So let's see. I've got a couple things here. I thought this was pretty interesting. PC owners, we've talked about this before.
Yeah, according to a class of gamer, as we've talked about before.
The better class of gamer.
Master Race. Oh boy, here we go. But yeah, they're more price constants.
Yeah, so they according to this new study, PC gamers are more likely 50% actually of PC gamers wait until the price drops on the game before they purchase it. So never full price. That's pretty interesting.
So you're saying console gamers are better to developers by giving them the full price for?
Yeah. So I mean, according to this, console gamers are just more likely to purchase a game at full price before any type of discount.
Is? Like I've got some ideas, but I want to hear yours.
I don't know. Like I think it could be like a lot of different things. One of the things could be that there's just a lot of different games on PCs, so maybe you feel like, oh, I already have a large library, I don't have to wait so long. Mm-hmm. It could be the trade-in aspect for like console games that people feel like they can get the money back, so they can play it for a little bit, trade it in, and only maybe spend $20 on that game. And maybe just because on console games, because they are a lot more expensive, people don't select a lot of games, but they kind of spend like more money on one game,
Yeah, another thing I thought of is it more of an event, a big console launch where your friends are all getting it, and it's a big online component. I know there's PC online stuff, but it seems like I go on Xbox and you're party chatting with folks. If you don't have Destiny, you're a loser at that point.
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
There is some kind of community feel to a console that. Although PC has it, it's not the community around launches as it is like with the console.
Right. It's more longevity of that game at some point.
Yeah.
But not at launch. Like it's not an exciting launch thing. Yeah.
Yes,
it's interesting, yeah. And yeah, you are very right about a lot of people. They can't afford a bunch of games, so they're very selective. I'm going to get Halo Master Chief, I'm going to get Destiny, and Alien Isolation. Those are my 3 games for the winter.
Yeah.
I'll probably be getting a lot more games than that, but still, I won't get every game that I want because I'll wait a little bit for those to go on sale. But yeah, it's very interesting. Because is this through Steam? Is that kind of the main mechanism, or is this across all different distribution platforms for PC?
This is just all PC.
Okay.
Not just Steam. Yeah.
Okay. I do wonder how many people buy games outside of Steam these days. Is Origin's doing good or whatever?
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Speaking of Origins, do you want to talk about The Sims?
Oh yeah, we can talk about Sims. So yeah, Sims. Sims 4 came out
It
recently.
did. It's a PC only game, right? Not even
Yeah,
Mac.
yeah.
Yeah.
And let's see, I haven't played it yet. I've
Is
watched
this a
some.
graphically intensive game? Like, would my MacBook Air, if it came to Mac, would it
I
be
don't know,
like,
we should
you're
check
not,
that.
you don't have a powerful enough computer to play The Sims?
So I was reading something the other day, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but I was kind of surprised because it said that a certain computer, like some Intel chip, could not run it. So that
It's
was
like,
interesting.
Yeah, that'd be like saying Tomodachi Life requires too much horsepower to run on the old 3DS.
Let's see, Sims 4.
But The Sims 4, it's by EA. Does that mean they've made the switch to make it server only, or is this gonna run without internet? Do you
It's
know?
probably going to be online only. That's just how they. That's just how they are.
Even with Sims, you think Sims will be? I don't know. I hope that's not the case.
All right, so the Sims. Let's see. The minimum requirements is you need a Core 2 Duo 1.8, and
So I got an Intel Core i5, but it's 1.6 gigahertz.
oh yeah, you could run that.
I run it's only 1.6 though. Okay, and it's
Yeah,
got
you
4
can run it.
gigabytes of RAM.
Well, because yours is like your i5. Is it the dual core? You have a dual core.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could run that. I think your CPU
Once it
is
comes to
fine.
Mac, you know.
Let's see. The minimum graphics is a GeForce 6600 GT. Recommended is the 650 with one gig of RAM. Let's see. What do you?
I'm
do you have
doubting
the,
my MacBook Air has any good.
you have the HD 3000, right? I'm pretty sure. You
I
have
got the Intel HD graphics 3000 with 784 megabytes of graphics RAM.
that. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. You may have a problem there.
Yeah, that's
And let's see. You need They say you need 2 gigs of RAM. Recommended 4. And the OS is Windows XP 32-bit.
wonderful. You know, it'll come to Mac eventually. I love with Sims. I don't care if it looks beautiful. I want legacy mode or something. I don't know.
Well, I couldn't even tell any big change from the news. I was
Sims
watching some
2,
Twitch
I
streaming.
enjoyed Sims 2. I guess they have more personalities, right? That's the big thing.
Yeah, I guess it's just more stuff. I don't know, but the problem I have with The Sims is that I really want to talk about here.
Did you ever? What did you play as a kid? Did you grow up with The Sims?
Yeah, I played The Sims.
Which one? One or two?
Let's see. I
Two
played them
is
all.
my
Actually,
main jam.
I don't remember which one, but I do remember I would always upgrade whenever a new one came out. And I played it a lot.
I did too. A bunch of expansion packs. Back then.
Yeah. So The Sims, I played a little bit of Sims 3, because that one was actually on the 360.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So.
Why haven't they done more with consoles on Sims? Is it just because the interface would be a mess?
Yeah, I think it's harder to control.
Wii U
Yeah.
gamepad. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
come on EA, jump on that.
But see, the problem I have with The Sims is it is a lot of fun, but at the same time, you're just playing a game about living, and it makes you think about things that you never have to think about in real life. So it's like you focus so much of your time on
Think about going to the bathroom. Instead
yeah,
of
yeah. You got to think about going to the bathroom. It's like you have to plan out when you're going to eat 4 hours in advance. That's not how it is in real life.
I love the Sim language though. It's great.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what it was about The Sims. I just loved it back then. It's just I was building my own house.
I really like to build the
There's
house.
some interesting
and then,
patches back in the day too. If you didn't want any clothes on your characters, I don't know if you tried that as a middle school kid.
no, I never did that. But I remember there was some cheat codes you can enter in, so that way you can just get 1,000 money every time you enter it. So my person
Richest
never had a
ever.
job.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was funny, the beds. There would be a special bed that there's a sex bed and a regular bed you sleep in. They're different beds. One's has a heart on it, and that's where you have sex, and then the other one's just a regular bed you sleep in. It's what kind of world is this?
And then one thing I used to like to do was I would put a stove in a room, and I would have my sim go into the room, and I would make him I would make him cook, and I'd take the door away and have him just keep cooking until the house burned down.
Yeah, that's great. I love doing that stuff.
Or I would make my wife go into the swimming pool, and she'd be swimming, and then I'd take out the ladder.
And she can't push herself up. She's a weakling after swimming for so long.
Yeah.
And then, what else? Yeah, you go to other people's houses, and I don't know, relationship aspect.
Yeah, you could have you could call your friends up, and they'd come over to your house.
Have a party, yeah.
Yeah, it was always interesting to me because I would have a wife and kids, but I would call over another woman, and she would stay till 3 in the morning, watching TV.
You can tell, oh, I want to flirt on this married woman over there, and do all this horrible stuff. And you get slapped sometimes, but if you're better at building up that relationship, and you could get away with flirting every now and then. But if the guy came over, he'd get all angry. It was it had its charms, I'm just not sure how much it's evolved over the years.
Yeah. I don't know,
is this an iPad? Is this not on iPad yet?
No, but I thought there was a free version of The Sims that was on the iPad.
But that crappy. Right?
It was pay to play, basically. Yeah.
Seems like a touch interface would be okay for kind of game like this. I don't know if you need a mouse. I don't know. But
yeah, Sims 4 is out, so go
any
try it
reports of it breaking because of internet things?
I haven't heard of anything yet. I haven't really been looking into it that much, though.
Sims 4. I'm googling this. Online required. Is a persistent online connection required? In the FAQ. Yes. Okay. So any internet connection is required to activate the game for the first time. However, after that, persistent online connection is not required to play The Sims 4. Excellent. So you can take it on the airplane.
Yeah.
In this rated team, which is cool. And it should come to Mac, I would hope, come on.
Yeah.
But it's not. No plans. No plans to support all the Mac people, which would probably buy it.
Yeah.
The demographic of this game is very wide scope, I'd say. It attracts female gamers, male gamers of all age range. I'd say probably high school, middle school is probably a huge demographic for this game too.
So there's this really interesting thing I was thinking about. There's a book that I read a long time ago called Sex, Drugs, and Cocoa Puffs. It's by Chuck Klosterman.
I like that title. So, it's good.
Yeah. So if anyone is interested in The Sims, you go check it out. Try to read chapter 2, I believe, or maybe chapter 1. It's either 1 or 2. And he talks a lot about The Sims in there and about how the first time he ever played it, he was hooked on it, and he just played it for so long, and all his thoughts on it, and it's pretty interesting and funny. Check it out.
That's cool. Yeah, it's much different from the Tomodachi life on the 3DS.
Yeah,
it's much different.
Yeah,
I don't know what I prefer. I don't know. Sims seems more. It requires more of your attention, and it can suck more of your hours. Tomodachi is kind of a pick up and play for a couple minutes per day.
Yeah, they're very different games. I don't like people comparing them.
No, because you're controlling your characters in Sims.
Yeah.
And Tomodachi, you're kind of just spying in on them and playing God kind of thing. Which in this one, you're playing God, but you're also controlling their movements, which isn't really what... Anyways. We won't get into that whole tangent. What else, Aaron? What else?
Well, next up, we got some news... something that's been going on for a while now. Just two kind of, I don't know if they're really big games. They're just the most recent ones to be doing this. They're dropping support for the Windows Live stuff on PC, and now are going to be switching over to Steamworks. So basically, the Windows Live stuff was kind of like Xbox Live, where you can get, you can just it was just an online kind of community thing.
Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah, and now a lot of games are switching away from that and starting to use Steamworks. It's basically just an online service kind of, you can play multiplayer and stuff through there.
Does it have party chat yet?
Well, Steam has a chat feature, so you can just
text-based?
No, well, you can text, or you can actually do a voice call. So you can just call people, and so it is kind of like a party chat. You don't have to be playing the same game. You can talk to the people and stuff. But yeah, Steamworks, allows for you to play online and stuff. And the thing that's interesting about it is that all these games are switching over to it. One of the games, though, that hasn't switched to it is Borderlands. I was right in the middle of a co-op Borderlands game with a friend, and then GameSpy shut down. So that's why, like, the
GameSpy ran that.
Nintendo,
Wow. The Nintendo
yeah,
Network? Yeah, wow.
yeah. So after it shut down
they
like back in
patch
May. Well, what?
Did they patch that yet?
No.
You can't play
So-
Borderlands online anymore.
Yeah, so when it shut down back in May, they still gave you some time. For some reason, it was still up and working for like 2 months or so. 3 months, maybe.
Wow.
It was up for a while, and I went to go play it like a few weeks ago, and it's like, nope, it's done.
Borderlands is also on PS3, so you'd be able to play online there.
Yeah, but apparently they're supposed to be switching over to SteamWorks for that game. It's just not. It's not doing it yet. I don't
Okay.
know.
Now, is it peculiar to you that Microsoft hasn't launched an Xbox Live service for PC to embrace the PC gaming community?
Hasn't done what?
Like launched an Xbox Live kind of service on PC. Your subscription works on PC and allows you to
Yeah.
connect with gamers on your Windows computer. And that
Yeah,
kind of thing.
it is really weird. I would think that they would want to have that
Because
because
on Windows Phone they branded Xbox Live on that OS.
yeah, I think that they could have. I mean, like for example, like Windows 8 has like an Xbox Live app where you can
Yeah.
view all your friends, but it's not really like the service like
Yeah,
Xbox
it's kinda
Live
weird.
is.
Like, it's weird. Like Microsoft by default owns the gaming PC,
Yeah,
thing, but they haven't really done anything with that. They're just like, oh, you're all gonna use Windows anyways, so we won't even.
yeah. They just
pay
wanted to
attention
have their console. They must be making more money off the console.
Oh, easily.
yeah. So
But you might
Maybe
have
at
more,
this
you
point,
might have more
Steam-
people buy. You might have more people like me buy Windows computers if my Xbox Live was used there. Kind of like how I bought a PS3 because hey, I got a PS Plus. I might as well get a PS3.
yeah.
So I don't know. It's interesting.
But
Like-
it could be like at the time that, like when they got into the console market, that Steam had already kind of taken hold a little bit. They didn't know maybe how big PC gaming might have taken off because of Steam,
Yeah.
and they were focusing on the console. And then by the time that they realized, it's like kind of already too late.
Because I just thought of this, Aaron. So Sony, one of their benefits is they have Vita, they've got PS3 and PS4. So their plan gets you 6 games free a month. Microsoft has been kind of poked at for like, oh, you only have an Xbox One 360. What if they expanded deals with deals of the month, deals with gold, to Windows Phone 8 and Windows computers, where you get a free game a month on Windows and your phone? Like, would that be kind of weird, or would that kind of be a nice extension to kind of get more people in their ecosystems?
I think it'd be pretty cool. I mean, some people wouldn't like it because like I don't have a PC that I can play games on, so it doesn't really benefit me. But I think there's
Right.
a lot of people that it would.
Well, it'd encourage people to get PCs and maybe
Yeah.
even get a Windows Phone. It's like, oh, you're giving me some free quality games on Windows Phone. It could be like higher end games.
Yeah, that Windows Phone needs something.
Needs something, some hooks. Needs some more hooks.
There is no one using that thing.
It's a beautiful interface, but it needs some more applications and stuff.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's cool.
Yeah. Moving on, we got. Let's see what's up next. Ooh, yeah. Hulu. So we were talking about this before the show.
Yeah.
So if you watch Hulu, I know that you have a subscription.
I
You-
have
you-
access to
You have access to it. Yeah, there you
Yes.
go. See, I actually have a subscription.
Okay.
But here's the thing: I don't pay for it. So I wanted to share this trick to everyone. So you have to use Bing,
Well,
but you don't have to use it as like your search engine. You just have to do searches on it. So what you might want to do is every day you can get, I believe it's 15 or 20 points, something like that, and you just do searches. You can type in
reward
whatever you
system
want.
through Bing.
What?
Reward system through
Yeah, yeah. Just do your searches every day and go cash out. It's like for the gold status, meaning that you have to do 150 searches a month, which is really easy.
Yeah. Does this work on mobile too?
Yes, this will work on
So I
mobile.
could program Siri to search through Bing and just like,
Yeah.
there you go.
So it costs 425 credits to trade in for a Hulu Plus subscription, but with the That's the gold one. So if you don't have gold status, I think it's like 460, 475, something like that. It's a little bit more. But yeah, you just do your searches. Never have to pay for Hulu Plus. Currently, they're having a little promo where it's only 300 points to do your Hulu Plus thing.
So is it a monthly subscription for that amount of points?
Yeah, yes, you get 1 month.
Okay.
So.
You never in fear of running out of not having enough points, right?
Yeah, because you can like it's either 15 or 20 points per day. So let's say like the minimum is 15 times 30. You're getting 450 points a month.
So you have a surplus.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Pretty
Is
cool.
there anything else cool you can get with those points? Like any other cool subscription?
There is. You can get Xbox Live points.
Like to spend on for
yeah.
games or for your subscription plan?
Both. So you can get points to the store, or you can get like some time for Xbox Live. I believe it's like a month or something.
How many points are we talking about to get some, like $5?
I don't know. Let's go take a look.
Okay, let's take a look. This is very curious to me. That I can get free game money.
There's a lot of different things that they have on here. For a while, it kind of went down. They didn't have a whole lot to choose from. But let's see. They have so the Hulu Plus right now is like their deal. 1 month, 300 points. There's a lot of sweepstakes that they have. So you can use like 10 or like 30 points, for example, to enter in for a drawing for like a 10 sweepstakes for a Microsoft kind of package. So you you can get like a jersey and like an Xbox One, stuff like that. There's $5 Amazon gift cards, $3 Amazon gift cards, $5 to a lot of different restaurants. Fandango, $5 gift card.
I need a Burger King. Aaron.
Yeah. GameStop gift card, Skype, 60 minutes Skype credit, Starbucks. Let's see, $5
OneDrive,
Xbox.
100 gigabytes.
Yes, I actually got that when it was on. It was only 100 points.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, when I got it.
I paid for that, I think. Monthly.
Let's see. Outlook, you can get 3 months ad free. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
You can get a $5 Xbox Live gift card, or I mean, like $5. That's 500 points. If you're gold, it's 465. So, then there is Xbox Live 1 month membership. Gold price is $679. So,
you max out about 465 a month in points. You're saying, or 450?
Yeah, it's around there.
So you can get about $5 a month in free monies.
Yeah,
that's cool.
But I use the Hulu
Aaron,
because Hulu is what?
You use Hulu because
Hulu is
$7.99.
It's $7.99. So you're getting like $8 a month.
Now, you're not one of those that would have like 5 accounts open.
No, I have one, and my fiance has one.
Okay.
So we are sure we're never going to pay for Hulu.
Because it's like, I can imagine some like bored guy, having like 20 accounts.
Yeah.
Just like
she's pretty loyal about doing her searches. So yeah, but I like
that's
barely
smart.
make it.
Like, how do you get people away from Google? Let's give them free money.
Yeah,
that's kind of brilliant.
Then I heard something the other day why it's called Bing.
What's that?
Because it's not Google. I don't know. That's what
Bing.
Yeah.
See?
Did you get it? BING?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
But yeah, so there's that. Everybody go out and get your Hulu Plus. Go catch up on your shows. Yeah. Fall's here. We got like a lot of good TV shows coming out. So, and the last thing, since we were talking about Microsoft for the past couple topics, is
Are they going to
Minecraft.
act as a big evil corporation again?
I don't know. Maybe they could, because they might be in talks to purchase Minecraft.
For $2.5 billion.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. So I can buy a lot of meals with that. It's scary, Aaron, because like I think PC would be safe, right? But other consoles, who knows?
Well, I don't know, because they might change. I don't know what they would do. Like, what can they do? I don't know.
Minecraft.
But,
are you scared about this?
Well, I really like
getting
Minecraft.
stamped up, yeah.
I've been playing Minecraft for a few years now. I really like it. I have a Minecraft poster right there.
Yeah, I just got into Minecraft a little while ago on Xbox One. It's brilliant. It's a brilliant game.
But I am always worried whenever something's being purchased that it might change what it is. But I mean, at this time, I can't really think of anything that they would do to ruin it. Like,
They get rid of the
it's such
PlayStation
like a
versions? I don't know.
simple game. Like, you can't change too much about it without changing the entire game.
Well,
You know?
Microsoft is the ultimate free-to-play company. That could get
How so?
dangerous.
What do they have that's free to play?
Forza, a $60 game that's free-to-play almost. They load up the DLC and nudging you to spend extra money in games. That could get bad. I don't know.
Yeah, but there's a lot of companies that do that. But I do like how like Minecraft does. I mean, like why didn't I like actually pay for it? A friend gave it to me. And it was like $20.
Yeah,
or
I
no,
bought it for
$30, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, 30 for the PC. So he
It's
ended
only
up buying
20 on
that.
Xbox One, Aaron. You got
Yeah, but
$7
we're
with that.
we're way
Oh, the
advanced.
master class. You got the
Yeah.
master version.
Well,
I
because it
said
has a
really-
lot more stuff in it.
There's so much to
And-
do in the default Minecraft that I'm not too worried.
Yeah, but you have a limited world. You don't have as much
I chose
stuff.
Aaron the smallest world possible because I thought it'd be too big going to. Because on the new consoles, they have bigger worlds now.
Yeah, but you want to have those big worlds. It's so awesome when you can actually go in like a direction on your horse for days, and
See,
then
I don't want to get lost in my world. I want to make sure.
yeah, but you have a compass and maps, so you can
I
always
always
get
lose my
back.
maps because I die easily. Even if
And so, like my friend and I that started up a server, what we do is we built all these like Nether portals because when you're down in
yeah,
like the Nether, you travel twice as far in like the real world. So we build a portal and we go down to the Nether, and that's how we fast travel. Because then we'll like make paths and
No
we'll go to
trains.
another portal, and then we will come up, and
no
we're like,
trains, though.
what?
No trains.
Well, we're working on building those cart tracks, but we go down there because when you're in there, you travel twice as fast. So when you come up, or twice as far. So you can travel like huge distances fast.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I've been building a walkway above the whole planet, and basically I'm gonna build a house that's like as high as possible, and you'll just be up in the sky, kind of floating. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty
Yeah.
great. I love skydiving from the top of the world. But yeah, Microsoft may acquire them, and this could be good, could be bad. Is this telling us that Notch wants to move on and not do Minecraft anymore?
Well, I think he does because the rumor was that he approached Microsoft about them purchasing it.
Yeah. It's something else. Hey, that's why he didn't want to say they're doing a Nintendo port, because it's like we're going to sell to Microsoft, so that'd be a waste of time.
Yeah, could be.
I'm still looking forward to this on Vita, though. This would be great on a handheld that can run this in a good way.
But do you think if it does sell them like Microsoft, that it would be on anything else?
That's the question. Like, I don't think you can screw current customers out of a game they already bought, right? That's
No,
what
I
I'm
mean
wrong.
like future releases.
I think Vita is too close not to be released. That's any week now, right? Yeah, it would probably prevent that, unless depends what Microsoft motives are, right? Are there motives to have Xbox become the ultimate platform for Minecraft and be the only place to play Minecraft in the future, or are they wanting to make money off Minecraft and have it everywhere? And they'll be advertising for Microsoft. It'll be Microsoft's Minecraft, and you'll see the Microsoft name on a Sony console, that kind of thing. I don't know.
I think they want Minecraft all for themselves. They want it to be their platform
They
where you have to go
would
play
be like
Minecraft. And like because the reason the reason I say that is because they don't have anything like that besides Halo. That's like you can only play on their console, and they want. I mean, think about like Nintendo has a long history of
They've
all
got
these
all
different
the-
franchises. Yeah,
They've got so
and
many.
Sony has some pretty strong ones too.
Yeah, it's
And-
Naughty Dog and some other developers.
Yeah, but like
Halo.
Microsoft doesn't really have one. They have Halo,
They have nothing else, do they?
Yeah.
I mean, Forza's that's a car,
but that's yeah, it's not as. I mean, it doesn't have this kind of I don't know. like-
Minecraft's huge. It's like
Yeah.
global phenomenon.
Yeah.
I mean, Madden's associated with the Xbox, but it's not exclusive, of course. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, we'll see what they do with this. I do enjoy it on Xbox One, so I don't think, PS5. It's like you can't get Minecraft on that. Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, the last thing we'll talk about here is I got something new this week. I was so stoked for this thing.
What is it?
I don't know if you saw
What is it?
the white
Ooh.
DualShock 4.
That
So
is
check it out.
pretty.
I know it's
I
so
love
nice.
the black touchpad up there.
Yeah, it just looks so clean. I mean, look at the
Yeah.
the backside. You can just the white and black
I
buttons.
could use the second controller because I've currently only have one. That means I have to move it from that side of my studio to this side. So I kind of want a second.
Yeah,
So once that goes on sale, like I definitely want to get the white one. I think it looks even better than the red PS4 controller. But this is your second DualShock 4, is that right? Is that accurate, Aaron? This is your second DualShock 4.
it is my second.
Now
so
you don't have a PS4, so what are you using two of these for?
because just for my computer, I wanted to have the white one from the start, but I got this one. I got the black one free, so I decided that I was going to use it. And
So
Yeah.
you're using two on one system, like you're not using for something else?
no, I don't use the black one anymore.
Okay.
So
You're
I
talking
have
about maybe
one.
getting a PS3 at some point if they're really cheap, right?
Yeah, so I mean, I could use so I like
Maybe that,
this
yeah.
winter, like hopefully they'll be like $99 or something. I'll pick
Yeah.
one up and I could use my DualShock 4 on there.
Yeah,
That'd be nice.
that'd be good.
But yeah, and then I wanted to quickly go through what I have now on my computer that I can play with, which is insane. So of course I have the keyboard and mouse. Now I have my Xbox 360 wired
Yeah.
that I've had for so many years now. I just picked that up. Got my Xbox One. Oh yeah, you
Over
got
here?
the old Titanfall one.
Titanfall, yeah.
So I have an Xbox One controller. I have, of course, my white
That
Wii
is
U
the
Pro
best
controller.
Pro controller. They have the white one. I like that.
It's pretty nice. Then I have my white PS3, my DualShock 3.
That's useless now that you have the DualShock 4, though, right? Who would ever use
Well,
that again?
I don't know. It's got some.
It's
got
not
some
nearly
nostalgia.
as good, right? I mean,
Yeah, it's not. It's
in
not
all
that
seriousness, do you ever use that again unless you're forced to on a PS3 for certain
good. Yeah,
games?
probably not.
Yeah.
But
We got it in
and,
case. You know?
and then, well, I might use it if I'm on the Mac side doing something because I wouldn't have to repair another. Like I wouldn't have to repair.
Well,
the
that's
DualShock
why you
4.
have two DualShock 4s.
That's true.
One
Yeah.
for the Mac. There we go. We got a use case. We got a use case. That's great.
But yeah, this is like my go-to controller now.
It's great.
So yeah, it's
Yeah.
so nice. And I don't know if you've ever seen my PC listeners. It's white and black case.
Yeah.
So it will match.
I feel like I have a huge controller problem. I just have so many controllers in this house. Like I've probably like 10 to 20 controllers just lying around this room. It's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of
It's like,
controllers.
'cause I got my PS2 and GameCube and N64 still, and we got all those controllers lying around too.
Yeah, and a lot of boxes. You got a lot of
I
boxes.
got some boxes, yeah.
See, I keep all my boxes in like this one closet that's right over
Yeah,
here.
so I have it for the sets. This is the set here.
Yeah,
But is that it, Aaron? It for the week.
that's it.
Cool. Where can
Yeah.
folks find you on the interwebs?
You can find me at AL Rivera 423 on Twitch, Miiverse, Xbox Live, YouTube. Oh, that was Xbox Live. That wasn't Xbox On. I don't know
It
how
just
that
listens,
happened.
you know. Listens. You know. You didn't say Xbox One. You just said Xbox One.
Yeah. Steam and Twitter. I think I said Twitter. But anyway,
Cool.
yeah,
AL Rivera 423.
that's right.
And my handle is at TCHATEN. Pretty much all the places you listed, I'd say, except for Steam,
Yeah.
because I'm still not
But
quite
you
there
will.
yet.
You
at
will
some
get
point.
one.
I want to know, Aaron, if the Surface Pro 3 can handle some good PC games.
I don't know. It'd be interesting to
That'd
find
be
out.
a good article if someone could dig that up. You know?
Yeah.
But anyways, thanks for watching and listening. We'll be back next week for Level 9 of Club Steam. Bye.
See ya.